Okay, I thought you'd like to see how I grow some of my Vandas in a fairly low humidity environment. I found a few ways to increase the humidity for these orchids. This is Picaris Delight, and it is a Vanda cerulean hybrid. Vanda cerula is great for me to grow because it grows in cool areas, and my temperatures in the greenhouse can get down to the high 40s in the winter at night. And so Picaris Delight is growing in a slatted basket, wooden basket. You can see the roots. And what I've done is I grow a lot of Spanish moss, which is actually bromeliad, and that tends to keep the root zone fairly humid. So it's one way of increasing the humidity selectively around the roots. So that's Picaris Delight, and there's a nice Oncidium Mayfair Trinity growing next to it, so it's a particularly nice pairing of the yellow and the purple. This is Vanda Pachung Blue, and Pachung Blue, when I got it, was about a foot tall. It's now going on about 3.5 feet tall. Bloomed about 2 months ago. Again, another bright blue flower, Vanda cerulean hybrid. But what I've done here is I've planted it in a slotted wooden basket over a fairly large terracotta pot. And every morning I wet the terracotta pot, and it keeps the root zone quite moist. And you can see down in the pot the roots are growing quite well. So the humidity outdoors in Templeton, California can be in the low single digits in the summer. And this is one way I've found to grow Vanda orchids and keep the roots happy. I'm just going to walk through the rest of the greenhouse, and if you thought, well, I can't grow Vandas because they just get too big, here is an Ascocendra hybrid, Cherry Blossom Omega. And it is relatively small, has some beautiful flowers in the spring and summer, and it will get about 6 to 8 inches tall. So that's an option if you're a little space limited, but still like Vanda type orchids. And this is a Renathera. Bad sun angle here, but again, that's a hybrid that tends to grow in cooler temperatures and nice red flowers. So let's just take a quick walk to the back. I want to show you one other hybrid that's based on Vanda suavis, and it comes from Santa Barbara Orchid Estate. It's suavis and taller blue, and I've got it growing in a slotted wooden basket and set in a clay pot. You can see the roots are doing extremely well. Again, water it every day, wet the pot, and it keeps the roots humid. But a particularly nice Vanda. You can see the flowers. And this came from Santa Barbara Orchid Estate, and again, it's a suavis hybrid. And lastly, we'll take a look at a Rhynchostylus. Again, a plant that likes humidity around the roots. This is Rhynchostylus gigantea, purple form. Came from Joe Ambritz of Ambritz Kingdom of Plants in Carpinteria, and I grow it again in moss. And if you pry the moss away, you can see the roots are doing really well, staying quite humid in an otherwise fairly dry environment. So that's how I grow my Vandas, my Rhynchostylus, and my Renatheras. One last Renathera Red Dragon, again growing in a pot. This has a hydroponic media in it, and it is now going on 4.5 feet tall, and hopefully we'll get a bloom later later this summer. It's in a fairly bright environment. Okay, that's it.